Bienvenidos, Hushangdid, and welcome Michigan State University learners taking the Capstone Portfolio course. My name is Travis Bonfili, and I'm a current Capstone Portfolio course learner for the spring 2021 semester. I'm building out my Capstone Portfolio project using the Weebly website builder, and in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add social media buttons for YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and some of the other social media platforms to your Weebly site. So if we go to the Weebly backend website builder, you'll notice that on my landing page or my home page, I decided to go ahead and include my social media links for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, a mail icon, as well as Twitter and YouTube. Now, I have them here on my front page, and clearly it's not appropriate to put these on every single page. However, I do think that these would also be of value if I was to place them on my contact page. So let's go to the contact page where there's a form that can be filled out to contact me. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to add our socials. So all you need to do to add the socials is come down to the More category, and you'll notice that there's a Social Icons box. So we're going to highlight that box, and remember, we're going to drag it over. It's the blue line that dictates where this box would go, and we want it down here on the very bottom. We don't want it up here anywhere, so watch for the blue line. Make sure it appears at the very bottom of the contact sheet, and you'll notice that it drops the social media buttons here for us. Now, we're missing a few of the social media buttons, and they're also not in the same order. So let's go ahead and fix that by simply clicking inside the social media buttons area. It'll bring up a Manage Icons screen. So you can see we've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and then the mail icon. Well, if we were to go back and take a look, you'll notice that I actually had my YouTube channel added as well. So to do that, I would again scroll down, click YouTube, and then click on Show. I can also go ahead and drop in my YouTube link. Again, you would have to go to your YouTube channel and copy the link for your YouTube main landing page if that's where you wanted users to arrive when they click on this social media button. I'm going to go ahead and click the back button. And now there's one more thing I want to address. I'm a big fan of alphabetically aligning the socials. So if I wanted to do that, I would simply click on Reorder. When I click on Reorder, you'll notice we get these three lines to the right-hand side that are going to allow me to drag the icons around. So Twitter would obviously be down here after mail. And then we have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, mail, Twitter, and YouTube. And so if I look down here at the rest of the socials, there's none of these that I would like to add. And so I'll go ahead and click Done. Now, the one other thing I like is when the screen is centered. So if I was to click back here, you can see I can align it to the right, I can align it to the center, or I can leave it where it was at by default on the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and center my social media icons here. Now, remember, I haven't gone into each of these icons yet and pasted in the URL in order for them to work. So what I'm going to do is I can move between the two pages. You can see here we have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Mail, Twitter, and YouTube. So I'll start with Facebook. We'll go to Manage Icons, and I can simply just go ahead and copy the Facebook link that's going to be required and paste it in here. So then we'll go to Instagram. I would go back to the site or the front page where I already have my Instagram link, and then I would bring that back to the contacts page. I'll do the same thing for LinkedIn. Sorry, we'll go back one over here. We'll click on LinkedIn. I'll grab my LinkedIn landing page. And it's always a good idea after you've pasted these links in and you've added these buttons to your site to definitely test the buttons here. I'm going to enter in my BONFI, or actually I'll just put in my travispbonfili@gmail.com. So we'll leave that in there. And then we'll come down to Twitter. And we'll grab the Twitter link. So we'll scoot back on the profile. Click on Twitter. And I decided to remove the Twitter feed. I had the Twitter feed embedded on a page, and I decided to remove that again for a minimalist sort of design and approach here. And so now we have all of these listed out in there, and you'll notice that for all of them, we went ahead and added in that link. Oops, sorry, I'll click done. We'll come back here and we'll leave the spacing at the default. So what I'd also like to do is it kind of sitting out here. So I think I'm going to use a divider. I'm going to bring a divider out to place on top of the socials to give me a little separation from the contacts page. Now, on this contacts page, you'll notice we've got different fields and forms. We're just going to go ahead and leave the contact, I think I said contacts, the contact page the way it is. Now I'm going to click publish, and then we're going to go ahead and test a few of these links. So let's now come over to sort of the front end, and this is where the user would come. And here are the links on the main page. Now I know these work, so let's check the contact page. As you can see, we've got our new buttons. Let's check on Facebook. Does that work? It does. It takes me right to my Facebook page. We'll come back over here and we'll check on the Instagram for Travis Bonfili Photography. And let's see if the Instagram page comes up. It does. We'll step over to LinkedIn, make sure that LinkedIn works, and it does. And we'll take a look at the Twitter feed, and there is the Twitter feed. And finally, last but not least, we'll take a look at the YouTube page, and there is that YouTube channel. So all of these links work, and you can see just how simple it is to add in the social media icons to allow you to link from your Capstone portfolio project out to other social media platforms. All right, well, that is going to do it for this brief tutorial on how to add these social media buttons and to configure them on a page using the Weebly website builder. All right, thank you so much for watching. Best of luck to you during your Capstone portfolio course, and good luck this semester.